Oh, you had bubbles.
What is happening?
That is the most Gen Z thing I've ever heard of.
I know. This is like Windows 95 days. Cheers.
There we go.
Hey, everyone. We're back here with another Real Talk with Kelly with your favorite Gamble Smart guys, Mark and Dave. You all love them.
That's
So
right,
I feel like I have to have them all the time because you love them. But so this idea came to me when I was in Vegas last week because the EKG Slot Awards were happening, and the EKG Slot Awards are like the Oscars of slots. And I thought, you know what, with the Oscars coming up, we should talk about the EKG Awards. So I thought, we got to have the Gamble Smart guys because they're smart. So
sometimes. When it's not daylight savings time.
Do you guys?
We were never interviewed for this position.
Yeah, I know. Do you follow the EKG Awards? I know you do, Dave.
Oh yeah, I follow the EKG Awards, the Real Metrics monthly. I'm looking at them. I really like to see what other people think of different games and how they move up and down in popularity.
So
because we don't see that from our side,
right? And so, because I know you specifically follow them, I'm going to let you explain what is EKG, because people watching are like, what are you even talking about? What is EKG? What are the EKG Awards? And then if you know, how are they calculated or given?
EKG is a firm, and what they do is basically kind of like the Oscars do. They figure out between all the metrics of all the things going on, and they kind of come up with what the popular things are. Then they also pull in data from actual surveys, not just going by what's played the most in the casino, but actually what enjoyment pieces people have on them. They have like this whole panel that they work with on what do you think of this and what do you think of that, which I would love to be on one day. If they're watching this, I would totally love to be on that.
Yeah.
But they're gathering all this data, and it's just like any other awards where they have to come up with a category, put different items in that category. So it's like, you're nominated with this game. Now, I don't know if it's specifically like maybe a manufacturer nominates the game, or someone at EKG nominates the game, or if it's just these are the most popular games and this was the overall winner. That part I don't know.
Okay. I don't know that part either, but I did know the awards are based on metrics. So numbers they're getting, from casinos, things like that.
I guess I could be the dummy in the middle here because I really don't know how these awards are done. Do players get any say in this at all?
As far as I know, they do not. We're just going to look it up. Okay, so here's the selection process. Categories are determined by EKG principals and the EKG Slot Awards Board of Advisors.
Well, how do you get on that?
I don't know. For land-based categories, winners will be determined using data-driven approach. So, and it says in a survey of qualified slot managers. Okay, so yes.
So managers, not players.
No, and
okay.
When I first learned about these awards years ago, because when I tell you guys, this is a big deal. They wear the fancy clothes. Brian Christopher hosts this award show quite regularly. And it's a really big deal. I always thought, why isn't there a player cat? Why don't we?
That makes no sense. The players are the ones
awards without the players, the people who are playing the game, just like watching the movies or watching the TV show.
Yeah. So I did ask that question once, and at the very end of our presentation, we're going to pretend do our own awards. But I asked that question once at an event. I said, well, I think there should be a player category where we get to choose, or maybe even a content creator, let content creators choose which one do we think is the best game. And they said they didn't feel that it would be a true and fair assessment of the games because people would put their emotions into it. They would.
Kelly,
it's an emotional
don't bring
game.
Common sense into these arguments.
Yeah. They're well, you're going to pick based on what you win the most on or lose the most on. And, I guess I could see.
I agree with that because a lot of people do base their opinion on what they win or loss on.
Oh, yeah. I say all the time, my favorite game is the one I'm winning on. Like,
See, I don't know. I actually have games I enjoy that I don't win on because the playability is so good.
yeah.
Winning definitely will skew your answer. And I think that kind of thing really needs to be taken into account. Like, you can't have just a random person say, oh, yeah, I like this game. Why? Because I won on it. Well, no,
Mhm.
why did you like this game? You have to articulate why you like this game. Like,
Yeah.
any game that's on here that I know of, I can tell you exactly the way I feel about it on the gameplay, not
Yeah.
whether it's a win or lost.
And we're going to go through the categories. So, first category, top performing new core video game. Do you know what the difference is with core?
I do.
These?
Me.
Okay.
Core video game is one that is purchased by the casino. A premium game is one that's leased.
Okay. All right. So, top performing new core video game. We'll go through this list, and then we'll each say which one we think. So, High Scar, Alarm on the Farm.
Alarm on the Farm.
Have you ever heard of this one?
Even is. Oh, I know which one it is. You know, the one with all the aliens and they're in like this bubble, and then as they get big, their faces.
Oh yeah, the cow one. I do know this game. Yes, I do know Alarm on the Farm. The bonus is like a game of.
It's like Plinko.
It's like Plinko, yeah. As the ball drops, it hits different items, you different scores, and you can get different progressives depending on which wings you've unlocked. And at the bottom are the different number denominations for money or extra spins.
It's an interesting game, and there is a category for most innovative game, and I'm wondering if it's in that category as well, because the bonus is pretty.
It definitely wouldn't be most innovative in my book.
You don't think the bonus is kind of innovative with the Plinko thing? It's not the typical hold and spin or just free spins.
Had there not been an actual game called Plinko that was already a slot machine, I would say it was innovative.
Yeah.
But there already is, and you're sort of just modifying that.
All right, well, let's move on. Super Hot Flaming Pots. We all know that one.
We all know.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the Mr. Lee version too. The super one with the balloons.
Yes. And so I prefer Mr. Lee. I always do better on the man version of slots than the female.
That's sexist.
So, and I've asked different companies, I'm like, do you guys make like either the male or female like more volatile than the other one? Because it's just a thing. All right.
It's just graphics. Yep.
So Crazy Stuffed Coins goat. So there's been Crazy Stuffed Coins for a while, but this is like the newer version that has the big goat head. I've never played this new one.
I've absolutely never seen this game.
Railroad Riches Outlaw. I love Railroad Riches.
I'm liking what Sega Sammy is putting out lately.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the Railroad Riches first, but I got to play a little bit more at Foxwoods, and the playability was there. It was interesting. I'm glad that game got nominated because I do feel like it is a kind of an up-and-comer game designer.
Yeah, I agree. Fortune Frenzy.
Yes. The trees.
And I think there's like a little rabbit.
Yep.
And
I've been playing more AGS lately, and I have found a lot of flaws in AGS's games. Different programming flaws that I think maybe have been ignored. I'm not sure, but some of their games are interesting, like the Star Watch Magma. I really like it. It's a blast to play. But then I was talking to Mark about that Minecart game that they have. There is a huge flaw because the game completely goes silent in between spins. So no background noise, no music playing or whatever. I'm just like, it goes silent. I'm like,
we talked about that. There's some old IGT games that do the same thing. It only like sing, and it's kind of annoying when you're playing and all of a sudden the sound just stops after you spin. Yeah.
You know, there's actually a funny story behind that too. That's why some of them persist for a long time, is because once it gets on the casino floor, for them to make a change, it's very costly. And so sometimes if it's just in their words, a minor sound glitch or whatever, they won't go through the effort of trying to fix it, even though they know about it and they want to. Any kind of programming change would require the full audit to take place, and it's so costly.
Everything going back to the beginning.
And it's funny because you run into those. Even Pinball Double Gold has one in it that's probably never going to get fixed, or it's a sound mistake. And yeah, as soon as you see it, you know they'll never fix it unless something else happens to it where they have to do some kind of update to it. So it just didn't get caught in QA, you know.
Crazy. All right, Wolf Run Wild Moon. You know,
Wolf Run variety.
You know, Wolf Run. I think the last good one was the first one. That's just me though.
You know, I do like the new triple pot Wolf Run. That one has some really great potential in there. But like the one with the wheel, that one is.
Yeah, I think I did play that one once. It was brutal.
Weekend.
Five Fortunes Panda by Ainsworth. I do. That's a 5-pot game. I think I actually played that one on my last trip. So when we give our own awards, I'm giving an award to a brand new Ainsworth game that I think they kicked butt on.
Nice.
I was so shocked. I was like, go Ainsworth. You know, because I think they've got some new people over there, and I was like,
they do.
Job.
They're trying.
Yeah, great.
Devil's Lock Slice and Dice. Blueberry does some great innovative things, but
very innovative.
Lock, they're tough.
The Devil's one is kind of getting played out. You know, for me it is. It really is. I'm really excited about their new game. They did it with the shark.
They've done it with so many characters now, and then everyone kind of stole their thing. So if you don't know what we're talking about, it's the one that has a thing in the center, and you have to get the thing in the center in order to get something cool. And all the game manufacturers kind of stole their little mechanics right after it came out. And all right, Boost Blast Dynamite Daisy Incredible Technologies. I don't know that one. I don't play a lot of Incredible Technologies. You don't find a lot of them, honestly.
You
don't. Cash Master Blaster Treasure Hunt by Aruze. I actually really like Aruze games. I think they play really well. I just don't see enough of them. Yeah, they're hard to find. But whenever I do play a Aruze game, I'm always like, man, this game plays so it's got really good.
Wasn't Aruze the one that filed for bankruptcy?
Yes,
I think so.
So the original Aruze filed for bankruptcy in the U.S. Aruze now is actually Aruze International. They actually bought the actual whole thing out of bankruptcy. So it's still the same company, but different because they split a long time ago between U.S. and basically the rest of the world.
And there's a new Aruze game hitting all the casino floors right now. You may find it's got 3 different monsters on it, and you can choose whether you want to play the werewolf, and they all are a little bit different in the bonus.
That's neat.
But yeah, it's really fun. I've played it just recently as well.
So it's funny you mentioned that. That's a mechanic that I kind of miss. It used to be there for a while where you could pick a character, and the game would play a little differently based on the character that you picked.
Yep.
And we haven't seen that in a while. That's good to see back.
Spooky Link, Yo Yeti. We know
that one. Everybody knows.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
Legendary. I have never done good on it.
The voice is everything.
Yeah,
the character mimicking Arnold Schwarzenegger voice.
Yeah,
nailed that game.
Yes, absolutely.
It is good.
Legendary Sword by Avalon by Zetro. Don't know that one.
I've never seen that game.
And Wild Temple Panda by Gaming Arts. Gaming Arts doesn't have
that one sounds familiar. Wild Temple Panda.
So I feel like we all know already who's going to win this one.
Well, we do because we saw all the winners. That's not fair.
That is true.
Yeah.
But do you agree with the winner?
I agree 100%.
Mark?
Well, all these are winners, or there's the winner?
No, these were all the nominees.
Mark did not study.
Oh, then I don't know what the winner is. I didn't see it.
So who would you choose to be the winner?
Probably Spooky Link.
It was Spooky Link.
This is our category here.
Go for it.
Smoking Hot Rubies by Every. Every is doing some great stuff. I have been really liking. Every is really hitting the mechanical reels good lately.
I would agree with that too. Blazing 777 triple double jackpot wild nudging stacks.
It's the only thing that's missing there
is like Platinum Series.
Platinum Series. That's the next version.
It's Tease City. If you've ever played one of those and you don't like teasing, you're not going to want to play that one.
Nope.
I do agree with the next one, Top Notch Clover. This is
good game.
In my opinion, this one's very innovative. Kelly, you may even like this one. It's basically like it is a bonus or bust, but you get multipliers with the bonus, and it really makes things exciting. So it's kind of like Top Dollar, except that you only get one offer. So it just if you make it to the bonus,
similar to that old IGT Barcrest game where the offers go up You get the 3
Right.
7s, and then you get the bonus one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Flaming Reels AGS. I'm not actually familiar with that one. Dave, do you know
I
that
actually did play this recently.
one? Okay.
Did not like it. Again, gameplay is just not crisp. And several of the AGS games are like Pinata Party and the Chili Lucha, and several of these games are really enjoyable and are flawless that I can tell. But some of the games are just a little glitchy, and it really affects the gameplay for me a lot. And Jackpot Party, I gotta agree with this. I
agree with it, but I wish another one was
fun.
on the list. Bing Bang Boom. I wish that
Yes.
one was on this list
That
instead of
one,
Jackpot Party.
I agree with you completely. Should be
Yeah.
on here instead of Jackpot Party.
Yeah.
I find Jackpot Party fun and enjoyable, but Bing Bang Boom, I think, is a much
Little
better game.
yeah.
I'm gonna
And
have to
actually,
look
Sherman
for
and I
both
just
of
played
those.
that at WinStar this past.
Oh, did you really?
weekend.
Did they? Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know they had it there. That's cool.
He never has played it before either, and he found it enjoyable.
Double Chili Mania.
Extremo.
I
I'm not
like
sure
it.
about the Extremo version, but
I'm
we
just
do
going
know
with Double Chili Mania.
This next one really surprises me. 5 times, 3 times, 2 times Strike Deluxe. I'm surprised that one's on here. I don't see this one often. I think WinStar has one that I've seen in one of their high limit rooms, and that's it. I'm just surprised that, God, there's so many other options. The
There are a
new
lot
Double
of other
Diamond
options.
Deluxe 9 line is really good.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm just surprised that one's on there.
And then
And
Diamond,
then Diamond
Nudge.
Nudge. I don't think I know that one.
That one I don't
gotta
know.
look it up.
Which one would you guys say would be the winner?
I'd really like to see either the Smoking Hot Rubies, the Clover, or Jackpot Party win. And I do not remember which one won on this one.
I'll go with the Clover, I think. I like that one the most. Okay. Blazing 777. Triple double jackpot wild nudging stacks.
Top performing new premium game.
So
Again,
these
we're
are
not
these-
going to stop on every one of these. I'm just going to read them. And if there's any we feel like we need to talk about, we can, because this will take forever. Neon's Bonus Blast. Phoenix Link. We all know that. Cash Express Legend Buffalo. I do like that one. Honey Bomb by Blueberry. I like that
Which
one.
I think is a good choice because the Honey Bomb is a very similar style game to the new Sir Mix-a-Lot they have coming out. It's like
yes, and it's very
the
interesting
same-
bonus. It's different.
It's an interesting bonus. It's neat. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of it, but it's neat.
Yeah. Huff and Even More Puff Grand. I
Many
mean,
Huff and Puffs.
they're all the same, right? It's just another
No,
they add a new
they're
wheel.
getting
and
worse.
They're getting worse, not better.
But I'm saying there's nothing innovative about it. It's exactly the same.
They're
They
just adding
added-
more wheels, more
Yeah.
jackpots. It's
Right.
The Diamond
progressive.
Buzzsaw.
Yeah.
How innovative is that?
Ultimate Firelink Triple Nova. I happen to enjoy that game actually.
I think it's a good one too to low bet on. If you don't have a big bankroll, I think that's a good one you could last a while on.
And you can get some really nice wins with a low bet on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same thing of Phoenix Link.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You know?
have it's volatile because you can get that triple major, so that money has to come from somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Magic Treasures Gold Emperor. Oh, those are tough for me. Lion Cash.
Yeah, it's an okay game.
The Lion Cash games were basically an exact ripoff of the Dragon Train. But I will say you can do really well on a low bet. I've had huge wins on that on the 264, I think is the bet. 268, whatever it is. Really good wins on that one. Tiger and Dragon Super Bonus by IGT. I find the mechanics of it very innovative. All right. And then Bingo Frenzy Stampede Shark. The Bingo Frenzies are fun. It's got the little bingo guy that comes down the dauber. He's a really fun character. I think Konami does some great games. They're just so hard. They're so hard.
I think I played that at Cosmo this last trip.
If I were to guess the winner on this list, I'd say Phoenix Link. It's pretty
I don't
hot
just
right
have
now.
to go with Phoenix Link because Phoenix Link is so popular, but also Up and Puff Grand is super popular too.
Yeah. Oh. Of these games, if you had to pick one and you could only play one for the night, which one would you pick?
Oh man,
Phoenix Link.
Phoenix Link?
Probably. I would say Phoenix Link too. Yeah. What is
I
it?
maybe would go with Phoenix Link, but I think Honey Bomb is more fun.
Oh, okay.
I would agree with you on that. Honey Bomb is more entertaining.
Yeah. All right,
I'm gonna have to
let's
try
see.
that one because I've never tried it before.
I don't remember who the winner is.
Oh, shocker. Yeah.
You should. All right. Well, there we go.
Not surprised.
All right. We did not really want to go into this, but I didn't want to leave anything out. So our top cabinets, you know, I didn't even know cabinets were a thing until I started this channel.
Oh,
they started going into G2E, and now I notice them.
Nerds when it comes to the cabinets.
I know, and now I notice I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful cabinet. That is the best cabinet.
They are putting a lot more work on the cabinets, and now the cabinets are getting insane. They're getting
beautiful, but
presentation pieces.
Yes, beautiful.
It's
they will stop you in your tracks.
It's all about miniaturization of tech, as well as things getting a whole lot cheaper for screens, things like that. Both of those things combined has allowed them to do some pretty crazy stuff. A lot goes into cabinet design, not just for us, for what we see, but also from the slot tech side, so they can get in and out quickly. And then also about conversions, being able to put these cabinets out. And if a game's not performing well, they don't have to move the cabinet. They just swap out the game that's in it, and it becomes a brand new game, right? So they're always looking to innovate in that area.
I always say the cabinet's basically the VCR, the DVD player. The game is the DVD, right? So a lot of people don't realize that the cabinet is it's nothing. It is just
blank.
A piece of
just look
hardware.
at it turned off and imagine whatever game you want on it.
Yep. But not all games go into all cabinets. So
that's correct.
That's why some games just go bye-bye because they no longer can go into the new cabinets that are out there. Top performing third-party IP branded game.
Here we go.
So, Wheel of Fortune Trio Cash Link. That's a fun one. That cabinet actually won for the cabinet.
Do you guys? I don't know, Kelly. You probably remember. I know Dave does, but do you remember the old original like collective game of Wheel of Fortune where it had the big wheel in the middle like this and it would spin around? Do you remember that one? Dave, you remember that one, right?
I remember that one. Yes,
It used to be downtown all the time, so it was a video style game, just like the one now. But it had a gigantic wheel in the middle, and it would move around to your pointer. And it
was kind of like an angle.
It was so cool.
Yeah,
it was like an angle where it moved around. Yeah, it was
right, exactly. Yeah, so this is kind of a homage to that, to bring that back.
All right, Monopoly Express, Beijing Railroad.
I don't play with anything with trains.
Okay, well, Monopoly Express
it is a fun game.
Bye-bye at the end of this year. So if you want to play it, now's the time to do it.
They lost the license.
Will no longer hold the license for Hasbro games. That's going to.
Oh, really? Wow. Is somebody else picking it up?
Aristocrat's taking it.
Aristocrat.
And they've got the Monopoly Big Bucks coming out. Railroad Express games are always full. When I am at any property, people love them. So I'm kind of sad to see them go. I did play the new one coming out by Aristocrat. I was able to see it at G2E last year. It's a fun one.
None of us else got to get in there.
Move around the Monopoly board and the bonus, and also that's fun. Casper Triple Fright by Every.
I like it.
Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody by IGT. You don't see much of that on YouTube because we get copyright.
Yeah, exactly
you are
right.
A Whitney Houston fan. It is a fun game. So if you love Whitney Houston music and all that, it is a fun game to play.
Kong Skull Island. What do you guys think about that one?
I like
love the graphics.
I like it because you never know what Kong is going to do.
Exactly.
And instead of having a pot that fills up, which everyone else does, the background gets more violent as you get more of the triggers. And I kind of like that.
The line hits are pretty awful. Like you can get a whole screen of Kong, and it's like you think you're about to win tons, and you're like, wait,
it's
what?
because the multiplier can go up to 50x, and that's the reason.
Which I've never even gotten close to that. So
I've gotten to 25. Never seen anybody get to 50. It's possible, but I did get to 25 with the Kong symbol once. It was like 100. It didn't pay as much as I thought it was going to pay.
That's what I'm saying. You get a full screen and you think, oh my gosh, this is going to be huge.
I know.
And then you're like, wait, $20? What?
I say that a lot. I was like, oh, wow, look at all these wilds. Oh, wait, calm down. Calm down. Wilds don't do anything anymore.
Yeah, he looks like he is looking into your soul.
Yeah, he does. He's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
All right. House of Dragon by Aristocrat.
I like the game.
That's how I feel.
I like the original Game of Thrones better. I liked it a lot better because I felt like it was more true to the actual show
Yeah.
and more true to the characters. House of Dragon,
It's just the eggs, right? The
it's
5
the
eggs.
eggs. It's 5 eggs. And the dragon bonus doesn't happen as much, which it did more in the original game. You get Dracaris to go randomly, and it doesn't seem to be a thing here.
It's just a regular hold and spin game.
It's a regular hold and spin game with House of Dragon theme.
Yeah.
I like the graphics and I like how the game is, but I don't like the gameplay and I don't like the 5 different bonuses.
Yeah, I agree. NFL Touchdown Link.
And the worst game goes to NFL Touchdown Link.
Well, So one of the things that I do like about all the NFL games is that you can change the graphics on it and pick your team.
You can change your team.
So for years, I've said to many manufacturers, I'll say, you know, there are so many games that may be great games that I never sit down at just because I'm not attracted to the graphics. There are certain games like that I'm just not attracted to the graphics. And I said, why don't y'all make games that I can just change the graphics, like with a push of a button? And that is what NFL's Aristocrat has done with NFL. You just push a button and all the graphics change to your favorite team. So I think smart on them for doing that.
When it first came out, I saw a lot of heavy play anytime I walked around.
Yep.
But now it seems dead. And I think even WinStar has taken them out. So I don't think it lasted that long. Yeah.
All right. So the winner is, what do you guys think?
Oh, boy.
I'm going to say Whitney Houston.
I'm going to say it's probably Wheel of Fortune.
I'm going to say based on which of these games I see people sitting at would be Monopoly Express. I see more people sitting at that game than any of them.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Tough one.
Wow. Okay.
Kong is a good game.
It
good graphics, good play.
See, and that does surprise me too, because like I don't even see a lot of them in casinos. When I'm at pretty much any casino, I might see 2 of them tops.
2 or 4 max, you know.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah,
and they're not always full. So that really kind of shocks me.
They have a bunch at the airport. That should have been an indicator.
So top ETG supplier, we're not really going to go through this because a lot
aren't those the only ones?
Yeah. So ETG,
I mean,
the electronic games.
Who does it
Interblock
best?
or bust?
Probably Interblock.
Because Interblock has the stadium roulette, craps, blackjack, everything.
Bubble
craps focused on that. They have the dealerless craps. They have the interface. I don't see any of these other manufacturers even close to Interblock on this.
I played Stadium Blackjack recently at Venetian, and I had so much fun because what happens is you're all playing the same cards.
Right. It's a little different. Yeah.
But if anyone acts differently, so kind of it's always going to be the one person who goes off book, like their card is over here. So the dealer can't take their cards until everyone else has acted. But as long as everyone's playing by the book, which when I was playing, everyone was, it's so fun because then you're all cheering together, you know, cheering for the dealer to bust. So it was so much fun. All right.
And that's what the intention was with all the stadiums.
Yeah.
Interblock.
Interblock, yep. That's all they do.
I mean, they dominate this.
Top performing new video poker / Keno game.
Gee, is it going to be an IGT or an Aristocrat winner?
So as you can see, there's 4 IGT
dominates
and
video
1
poker.
Aristocrat. Aristocrat keeps trying to step into the video poker world. Aristocrat, look, guys, you guys are awesome for slots. Just, you know, please stop video poker. Just stop.
IGT will forever dominate the space.
Like Aristocrat, the cards are like hard to read. And you just
they're trying to do something different, but
having no knowledge of these, the only one I've actually played is 5 card plus 2 poker, and so that would be my pick.
So
the Wheel of Fortune, it just came out like a year ago, right? It's
all of
brand
these
new. All of these did. So I'm wondering. I've always been curious how well it's doing because I haven't really seen a lot of engagement with it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's the top pick here.
So
to be fair, also, we don't play a lot of video poker.
The Wheel of Fortune poker is the only one of those, with the exception of Winner's World. Let's just take Winner's World out because that's not going to win, right?
Oh, spoiler alert, Aristocrat.
Winner's World is not going to win. Basically,
what if it is? You forgot.
I almost feel like they just have to put it in there because, you know, they just have
So it's not a monopoly, right?
Yeah.
No, it's Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune is the only one of these that's not a double bet game. You do pay extra coins.
Yeah.
I actually had a Delt Royal on this game for $7,500 because you get a bump for a Delt Royal on this game. It was on quarters, a $5 bet, $7,500 win.
Wow, that's crazy.
Impressive.
The thing I don't like about Wheel of Fortune poker is it is a perceived persistence game.
Oh,
of course it is.
So there is a puzzle that you have to solve.
Right. Makes you feel,
But you can know the puzzle, you can know the answer, and you can't solve it. Every time you get a winning hand dealt, so jacks or better or whatever, it gives you a letter, but it's not the letter you need. Like you can need one S, and you know what it is because it's so obvious, and it'll keep giving you a W or an X, so it's frustrating because you'll see people sit and they're like, but I only need one letter. And it's like, it doesn't matter. It could have no letters and it'll solve the puzzle for you. The puzzle means nothing. It's just
here's an interesting thought. I wonder, because people who play video poker are playing it for a very specific reason, right? And I think Wheel of Fortune is IGT's attempts to get the regular player into playing video poker. And so I feel like it's probably not going to be the winner because I think I would imagine most like video poker players will stay far away from that one.
I did a video on this as soon as I saw who the winner was. So it was on my channel last week on Beyond.
I'm going to say 5 card plus. No, I'm going to say major multipliers. No, maybe I don't know.
5 card plus.
I'm trying to think what like a video poker player would pick out. It's probably the triple wild poker. I'll go with that one. That's gonna be my vote.
Okay, and the winner is major multipliers. Major multipliers, you can get up to a 100x multiplier.
Wow.
So is this like Ultimate X or is it something different?
It's yes and no. So Ultimate X, you have to qualify. Your hand has to qualify to get a multiplier. So, and that could be on the draw, right?
Yeah.
You have to make a certain hand. On major multipliers, you have to be dealt a qualifying hand. So on every game other than Deuces Wild, it's going to be jacks or better. On Deuces Wild, it's 3 of a kind or better. You would think getting jacks or better is easy. You don't realize how many times you don't get that. In a dealt hand until you start playing a game like this and you're like, why have I gone like 30 hands and I haven't had a multiplier yet? Exactly. But then the multipliers are random, but you can get up to 100x multiplier. I just had on a 25 cents denomination, so it was a 750 bet, I think, 5 lines. I had a $1,200 win. I had a 100x multiplier on 3 of a kind, paid 1,500 credits on 3 of the hands. But yeah, if you want to see it, it's on Beyond Blackjack. All right, top performing new game from an emerging supplier. Legendary Sword by Zitro. We already know we don't know that. Super Burst of Bouncing Lions. I do know that one. Sega Sammy.
I hope Sega Sammy wins because, like I said, with the Railroad Crossing, the Railroad Riches, they are doing interesting things, and they're a new up-and-comer, and I want to see more from Sega Sammy.
Wild Temple Panda. We already talked about that one. And Outback Adventure by Vildix. And so the winner here, we'll just go with it. It's Super Burst. That's the only one I'd even ever heard of or played. So, and then this is just outside the U.S. Who's doing big things in the Europe, Middle East, and Africa. IGT won for Money Gong. And then Latin America, it was King Fu Frog by Zitro.
Interesting.
Oh, why did the winner pop up already?
Most innovative.
It's a Devil Lock.
Devil Lock's Slice and Dice.
I'm going to go with
that one. I
don't
know why the winner popped up, but there we go.
By Blueberry.
Innovative. Oh, so the Alarm on the Farm by Every is in most innovative. Wheel of Fortune Trio Cash Link. What makes that innovative? Maybe that it's a shared wheel, but that's not really
what makes that.
Yeah, they've done it before, but I guess it's been a while.
And even the Devil's Lock, I mean, that mechanic.
I haven't played this specific. I played a lot of the others, but I haven't played this specific one, so I don't know what it's. Maybe it does something new that I'm not aware of.
I feel like it splits the coins.
They can split into 4.
Yeah. Wizard of Oz. I guess that's a little different because of things go up and once they get to the
I
character,
did not like the gameplay on that game at all.
It's tough.
It is tough. When you do get the bonus, it is an ultimate letdown. Even though your luck has arrived, or like, okay, so I got double my bet. That was not great.
I like the old Wizard of Oz, and I still think
Yes.
that one is super innovative. You hardly ever see it anymore, but that's the one where the munchkins come down and the Toto, and it does all kinds of. That one was so much fun, and they've taken it out of almost everywhere. I saw it recently at, I want to say like New York, or one of those MGM.
They had it at Four Queens for a while, but they got rid of those two. Yeah.
That was the reels version too, the physical reels.
Yeah, they had both there.
I think I liked the best was the physical reel version of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move on. Suppliers. This was just the winners are already here. Most improved was AGS.
I can see most improved.
I can see that too.
Most improved was Light and Wonder. And best overall supplier is Aristocrat, which
Yeah, probably no shock there. Although I'm a little surprised Light and Wonder didn't take that one too.
Social casinos. We'll just buzz through this. Social casino of the year was Quick Hit Slots. Social casino.
Now the Quick Hit Slots by Spy Play is a good game because
social casinos are okay.
Yeah, we're not. They're not going to be doing anything.
We're not talking about sweepstakes.
We're not talking about sweepstakes.
Yeah, we're talking about social casinos. That is just where
Quick Hit Casino is definitely. I could see why that one won. I think it's simply the best. They get the games the fastest.
Yep.
I think they're the most forgiving on the free coins.
Do not play the same as they do in the casino. Different gameplay. So you're experiencing the game, but you're not going to experience the exact same gameplay.
And then Hard Rock Neverland Casino won for the retail branded.
Which is interesting because I never even thought about playing that one.
All right, iGaming. So this would be Real Money, Gates of Olympus, Super Scatter by Pragmatic, and Blackjack Single Deck by AGS. All right, we're going to move on past that. Red Door Roulette by Evolution. Evolution does a lot of the online.
Yeah, they're big in online.
So what they do is they have warehouses. Not a warehouse. That's not a fair word. They've got studios. That's the word that I meant to say. They have these huge studios with live dealers dealing cards to online. I don't know why. They stuff them in a warehouse.
It's like in the back of a fishing dock, there's these warehouses with card dealers in them.
You can actually see it's not Evolution. Is it Playtech? One of them has a studio inside of MGM Grand, and you can see if you walk through MGM Grand.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
I think it's Playtech. Yeah.
I think it's Playtech. Yeah. You can see the dealers, and then there's cameras on them, and then there's someone hosting a big wheel and stuff, and they're doing it for all the online stuff. So it's kind of cool to see. All right. And then the most innovative online game went to the Connect and Collect. Have you guys played any of the Connect and Collect games?
I have not.
So I'd only ever played it online, but they recently put Connect and Collect game into IGT actually is distributing it. It is a pretty innovative game. That is one thing I will say about online gaming. I do find it cool how innovative they can be, because to put a game online is so much easier.
It's so much easier and faster.
Yeah, they're not going through.
The competition is insane.
Yeah, and they're not having to go through probably the same process they would to put in a land-based casino.
Yeah, it's just a lot faster to get a game developed and out there, and if it doesn't work,
right? And they can test out and see, what are people liking. So you can find some really, really cool things online that you may never see in an actual land-based casino. Top performing Omni channel slot games. So this is games that you can play both in the casino and online. Huff and Even More Puff, Mystery of the Lamp, Rake and Bacon, Gold Standards Jackpot, Buffalo and Friends, Dragon Law, Fortune Bags, Triple Troves, Rhino, Mega Money Catch. So you think Buffalo and Friends?
I kind of like the bonuses on the game. So
that's the one with the Chili Fire and the Cashman.
The Chili and the Cashman and then the Wicked Wilds. Yeah,
I just played that for the first time. It was fun. All right, so Dave thinks Buffalo and Friends. What about you, Mark?
I'm going to say Huff and Even More Puff's going to be on there. I think it's going to be it.
That's what I kind of think. I would pick Mystery of the Lamp of any of these, but we'll see. Huff and Even More Puff.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
No.
All right, there were some Hall of Fame inductees, and I put this here in case somebody wants to read about it. They can read about it because I will put this slideshow in the description. And then
Now
finally,
we're gonna do the good stuff.
we're gonna give
Good
our
stuff.
own awards.
Yes.
We're gonna give our own awards. So
Love it.
best character. These are the awards that if you guys at EKG would let us give awards, these are the kind of awards we would want to give. So
I'm going to go on a limb here and say best character is the Railroad Riches, Fox, Coyote, whatever it is.
really,
I'm going to say that's best character.
I feel like you were
Spooky
going to
Link.
change your mind in just a second when you remember that Yeti.
So, but I got to think about like the game that like feels like it's a lot of interesting because Yeti is fun. It is a great game, but it also already won Game of the Year.
But
So
we're
I
just
feel
looking
like
at just the character.
then
is
I would
just
still
us.
say the Railroad Riches
Okay.
because I feel like the Railroad Riches because during the bonus he comes up and does something different in that one version of the game where it's train or boost or all that. I feel like that adds a little bit more. Yeti is the voice.
Yeah.
You know, without the voice, it's not really even a character. And I feel like he doesn't do anything in the game except for the voice. That's it.
What are you talking about, Dave? He throws snowballs. He's
He
like, let
throws
me help you.
snowballs.
I can help you.
Yeah.
We're friends.
But here's the
Let me
thing.
throw you
It's
some
just the voice.
snowballs.
What? Okay. What if
I
the
really
voice was
scared
Fran
you.
Drescher? That's the ghost. That's the ghost, not the Yeti.
The Yeti throws snowballs.
Yeah.
He
And the
says, I can
ghost
help
does
you.
the I want you to be my friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
May-
well,
maybe
for
also
me,
Yeti's
it's
a little bit
absolutely
codependent.
the Yeti. Like
Yeti is good.
yeah, he makes the game. The character makes the game, which means he's the best character.
I do not play the Mummy version of that game
It's tough.
because I'm tired of the Mummy. That's like
Yeah.
the Mummy's already been there in Mo Mummy and Mo Mummy, and now he's come up in Spooky Link. Get your own gig, Mummy. Stay away. The Ghost and Yeti are
I
better
was
than
gonna
the
say
Mummy.
I like the Mummy.
What do you think, Mark? Best character.
See, here's why it's tough for me is because I actually don't like any of the characters
On any game? Like
on
nothing.
any game.
Oh no.
I guess I'm more of a like serious slot player. I just like simple. Like I don't. Everybody knows me of this, but I just don't like the cartoony stuff.
Okay.
But that being said, I do like the Mummy. I think the Mummy's the best.
Yeah.
I always like Mummy sounds. I like him trying to steal your jewels and stuff. It's probably the one I would.
And
pick.
he started it all. Like I love when he puts his head
Yeah,
down.
definitely.
Like, oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
right.
dang!
So next one I had best audio.
Wait, what was yours?
Oh, mine was Yeti. The Yeti.
yeah.
The Yeti.
Because
Okay.
I can play that game, and even if I'm losing, I am giggling the whole time.
You're having fun. It's fun. We
He
can
is
be
just-
friends. You feel like so bad. for
can
him
be
he doesn't have any
friends.
Yes.
Will you be my friend? I always
Will
have to
you be
reinforce
my
it that
friend?
I am your friend.
The
Yeti.
first time I played that game, I was videoing it for the channel. I laughed so much, like because I didn't expect him to say anything he was saying, and it was just oh my! I was like, this is absolutely the best. I love it.
Just wait till Baby Got Back. Come back.
I know
Comes out.
that's
Wait till
That'll
somebody
be
makes
the
a lot.
one. That'll be
be
the
a good one.
character.
So best audio. I'll start this one off. I'm gonna go with the Railroad Riches for this one.
I
I
can
do
see
like-
that. Good audio.
Yeah, I love the audio in this one. That here we go, whatever, and it gets me going every time. I get really excited.
Does this have to be one that was on the list previously?
Oh no,
No, it'd be anything.
You're-
Okay.
Anything.
whatever you think.
I think I actually like Light and Wonder's quick hit sound engine. All the games or all the free games, music and stuff like that. I think it's always real well done. It's a very recognizable tune, and they keep kind of iterating on it, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like
I'm
it.
actually gonna go with something weird. It's Mystery of the Lamp
Okay.
because I feel like the little sounds in there,
Oh, okay.
the genie type Aladdin
Mhm.
sounds,
Mhm.
they're really done well. With the different jewels have their different sounds.
All right. Best bonus. This is where I was going to talk about this new game.
Ooh.
But you guys tell me your best bonuses first so I can find the name of this new game that I'm going to say.
Bonus. I really want to say Yo Yeti on this one because the bonus can be ridiculously long. I just filmed and posted a bonus that was nearly 8 minutes long.
Okay.
It was its own video. That's how long it was. It was supposed to be a short, but I could not compress 8 minutes down to 3 in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. It feels like they're doing that with a lot of the bonuses.
A lot of
right?
games,
They're
I
making
believe,
them
are
super
going like
long.
that. Yeah. And it's a fun bonus. That's for sure. It is definitely a fun bonus.
I'm going to hate myself for saying this.
Yes, you are.
It's got to be Huff and Even More Puff. The
Really?
first one with the wheel.
Okay.
I love that bonus round for a lot of reasons. One, if you got a brick house in that one, it really meant something.
It paid.
Like it meant that you were going to get something really nice. After that, it just kind of like, oh, wow, 1,200 credits on a brick house. That's like the same as what the straw used to give me. So that one, Huff and Even More Puff, first one with the wheel. That's probably the most exciting. But when I get the bonus on that, I get really excited because I know I have a potential to get something really good.
This is a new Ainsworth game. It's called Atomic Gold.
Atomic Gold.
It was the first time in a long time that I played a slot, and I just thoroughly enjoyed myself. So first off, I love the graphics.
Very cartoony. Oh, I like those sparkles.
It really is. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, see, this is crazy. Like you would never guess this is an Ainsworth cabinet.
No, and what you're going to notice is that they took the best parts of bonuses that we like and they put them into one. So if you notice the G up there,
yeah,
when you fill up a row, it goes up to the top and then fills in a letter, just like Flamin' Hot Pots. And you spell.
So you have the G spot, the A hole.
Exactly, all those things. And now you see that box just came out. That's what we love from Railroad Riches. Yep. Each box has something different, and they all do a little bit something different. You haven't had that one? I haven't had the red spot.
Interesting. Okay.
And there's 4 different.
That's cool.
Whoa.
Keep going.
Whoa.
$8. Keep going. Keep going. Pull that thing.
That's pretty clever. I love it.
Wow.
Keep going.
Whoa.
What?
Dang, Kelly.
This is an $8 bet.
Pull it. Yeah, you're not done. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's 200.
Oh my God.
Somebody needs to calm down.
Let me see if I can find. Oh, we have another box.
Crazy.
Let's see. I can't remember if it's something different. Oh, I haven't had the red spot. So that adds to the ones around it. Oh, okay.
That's the boost. Okay.
And then you'll see that's when then they'll collect. Oh, why did you do that? Oh,
wow, this looks like something I would definitely play.
So you get the real estate back. All right,
yep.
cool.
All right, so I'm not going to keep playing it because I want people to have to watch the video. But
you need a link. Put a card up in there.
That's mean.
How much was the minor worth?
That was 200.
Wow,
that's cool.
But I just there's so much. So you have all that going on in the bonus, but then even during the regular game, there is this kind of orb that will land and then it will put wilds everywhere. So there's all this interesting stuff happening. The graphics are super cute. The cabinet's a really, really nice cabinet. I really did not want to get up from this game. I had so much fun on this game. And the line hits were good too. So one of the things we all hate about Big Hot Flamin' Pots, we love the bonus, but the line hits are terrible. The line hits were really good on this.
Not at WinStar yet. Of course.
I played this at Venetian. It's the only place I saw it when I was in Vegas, so I'm not sure where
Venetian
else
gets everything new.
Yeah.
Venetian and
like
Yamava get everything
Central.
New.
Yeah.
They are getting my award right now for best bonus because they took all the things. I love Big Hot Flamin' Pots and I love the train. And now they've just put them together. So, all right. So the best ride, meaning the overall game, which one's given the best ride? We don't have to wait for a bonus before we're like having a good time. Because some games you're playing, you're like, God, it's so boring until you get into the bonus.
Top dollar.
All right.
I gotta say it. It's the one I play when I want to last the longest.
I'm going way off rails here, and I'm gonna go with Hot Red Ruby 2. It's a class 2 VGT game in 5-line quarters. A lot of enjoyment. no bonus, as you know, it's a real game. It's a 3-row game, but the gameplay is enjoyable. You get the red screens because it's a bingo game, and has a lot of great gameplay behind it, plus a lot of suspense because of the bingo cards. You get to be more involved in it. So I'm going completely off book there.
All right. I'm going to go with some of the newer characters with Railroad Riches. And they may just be new to me, but the one I was just telling you, the squirrel, he comes down a lot and he bounces down. There's one with the little cowgirl, and she ropes the reel and then she pulls it.
Now, those are the newer ones.
I think it is Railroad Riches Link that has the squirrel and the little cowgirl.
Yeah. And they put the different aspects of different things in them, different bonuses.
But they come down so often that you're always entertained because you never know when they're going to pop down. It could be a nothing line hit, and all of a sudden they hop down and then they pull you till you have 5 of a kind.
I like the outlaw one, which has like the bulldog, and he throws the dynamite to make the wilds. I like that part of that bonus a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And then best graphics. That's a tough one. I think the one that I just showed you guys, I was really impressed with the graphics on that. I really liked.
Yeah, I could see that.
I liked how it made it look like a TV screen. At the front of the bonus, you guys didn't get to see, but right when the bonus starts, it goes black and white like an old movie. It's kind of cool.
I'm going best graphics as Dracula from Light.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
They put a lot of thought.
I was going to do King of Kong. That was going to be my pick.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all very different. Yeah. All right, so that's our awards. Maybe next year we'll
we should do our own award show.
As I was gonna say, we can put out the categories and nominees.
Yeah, we'll do, and what we'll do is we'll do a poll. We'll send it to both of our channels, have everybody fill it out, and then nobody will know the answers, not even us, until we go live and put it all out there.
Yes,
that would be really cool, unexpected.
Yeah, we will do that. We will do that for sure. That's
it.
You heard it here first.
Influencers there. You know?
I love it. Great idea.
You heard it here first. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for doing this with me. And so the next episode that we're going to do for Real Talk, which will be 2 weeks after this episode will air, is going to be what, if any, responsibilities do casino content creators have to their viewers? Mark just did an excellent video. He's done a couple excellent videos recently. So kind of things that's going on in the casino industry and frustrations he has. So we're going to expand upon that topic, and we hope you guys join us for that. Leave your comments below. Check out Gamble Smart, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.